Hello, I'm standing here with whom?
André, coach of Origen.
Were you surprised yesterday how it went?
Not really. I think that going into Fnatic and focusing our whole preparation on them, we were actually favorites, and we just showed it yesterday on the Rift.
So how come you were favorite against Fnatic? Because I don't get that one.
I mean, we ended above them on the regular split, and I think that we just figured, or they have a more predictable style, and when we are playing against more predictable teams, that we are able to just adapt and know what to expect, and then we are just stronger.
So Origen itself wasn't really improvising because you just already had a strategy to counter Fnatic, and that was it. It was not like if Fnatic has changed their strategy, you would have a problem, or not?
I mean, the way that Fnatic became good, as Young Buck said on an interview, was actually spamming the same compositions and the same strategy over the week. So we kind of expected that it would be hard for them to adapt. They would have one or two strategies prepared and just hope that they will carry through the best of five. And we kind of guessed a bit on what the strategy was, and then from there it was just we won the Taric Sona battle, and after that they have a problem on blue side at least.
But it was gruesome. I mean, that first match yesterday, I mean, how many seconds in was the first blood?
I mean, we just invaded with Blitzcrank. That's what you do in solo queue. They were probably not expecting it as well. And then Mithy got a grab, and every grab that Blitzcrank was getting is just a kill.
Yeah. So how was your mental mindset then going into today?
I mean, we obviously gave us a mental boost, but at the same time, it took us a lot of energy. So I think that mentally we were fine. But in terms of energy and recovering for it, we were not, and that was shown today also because G2 plays way faster and way more unpredictable. And once we have this new system where we have to play 2 days in a row, we can't really focus our preparation for G2. So the mindset was good, but it was just hard to find energy and strength after losing the first game.
I get that, but was G2 changing up their game compared to last week, or was it?
Yeah, I mean they changed a lot. They didn't play any AD carry bot, so that was the first change. I felt that we just made a big mistake on the first time that we faced them, where we didn't even force them to show anything. Like for example, just choosing red side 2 games in a row, and then they just had the chance to get everything that they had prepared before ready for today without us knowing.
Okay, so. If you could turn back time, what would you do different?
To be honest, probably nothing. Because I still think that we did a really good split. Obviously, turning back in time is just such a powerful thing that obviously we would just win the whole thing if I could turn back in time. But we just have a mindset that we just don't regret anything we did. We are really proud of the work that we put in and how we put it in. So now that we found our structure and we found our groove, it's just a matter of keep going it and improving it as well for summer. So if I had a chance to go back in time, I would probably not choose anything because I think we got really valuable lessons for what happened both today, yesterday and the week before.
That's a beautiful philosophy to live by. But then again, what you also state is you have to learn to think on your feet. You have to learn to improvise.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and every team has to do it. And we tried to do it today, but it seemed that they were just one step above us, or one step forward.
All right. So who's the shot caller anyway with Origen?
We don't really have a shot caller. We have more of a kind of a democracy system where everyone has their own responsibilities. Early game, it's obviously Jonas is the most, and side lane usually goes to Patrick and Nuktak, and everything that is vision related goes around Alphonse or Mithy. But we just decided to split it because it's just really hard for someone to just take care of everything, if not impossible.
And behind the scenes, we were talking about this. Just imagine this, yeah? You have a tournament in which you play League of Legends against each other, but then you also can have a coach who is watching at the whole game and is allowed to interfere and call the shots. Would that be like a totally different tournament, or be like the same show?
No, it would be completely different. But I honestly think that for a game like League of Legends, that's actually bad.
Really?
Yeah, I
Why?
mean, because it just takes the whole the whole improvising factor in the game, and the whole mental stability and strength that a player needs to have to play the game itself. And I honestly think that would just be something that would injure the game more than help it itself, especially for the viewers.
Okay. So that would be like it would be too orchestrated. That's what you mean.
I mean, it's more that you'll just take a big part of what the game is today. That is how the players act with each other and how do they react with each other, and how do you find the balance of, for example, us making team calls at the same time that Alfonso is talking to Patrick about lane. You just take that whole aspect that people obviously don't see, but it's just a really big part of the team. And if you have a coach that is just calling every shot behind the players, then I think that you're just taking responsibilities of the players that help them improve. And as long as the game would progress, then you would just hardly diminish the average level of each player, because you would just take their intelligence, pretty much.
Okay. I really like the way you think, because you think so differently from me. But that's great, because I mean that helps me grow. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yes, likewise. Thank you.